Welcome to day 16 of my 40-day fast for 2022. I'm so glad that you could join me today, and I hope this is going to be really helpful for you. As I've said in previous videos, this is the 20th year that I've been doing 40-day fasts, and generally I keep them private, but this year God's really challenged me to start a conversation out there around long-term fasting, and particularly around some of the physical aspects of that. So day 16, you can go back and look at the 15 previous videos, and hopefully they're helpful as well. Like and subscribe on YouTube would be fantastic. But today, looking at the question of how do I stop counting down the days? If you are like me, particularly you jump into fasting in the early days, particularly in 2002 when I did my first 40-day fast, I was like, every day I was just going over, I'm on day such and such and I've got this many days to go, and I was counting it out and doing percentages and just really my whole focus was on eating again at the end of day 40. And what it did was it actually meant I was constantly counting and wishing for the fast to finish because of the discomfort I was feeling. Over the years, I remember a particular friend of mine who would talk about the joy of fasting, and I, even though I'd done by this point, quite a few long-term fasts, I found it really difficult to find the joy in it. I found that it brought about a great intimacy with God, and I was hearing His voice really clearly, but I couldn't quite find that joy. I could find the frustration and the irritation really easily. And so over the years, God has really challenged me about how to find that joy in fasting. So a couple of things I just want to encourage you with today on day 16, as you might be finding that you spend all your time counting the days down or thinking about percentages or just living in day 40. And I want to encourage you what you can do about that. The first thing I'd encourage you to think through is shift your focus off the end and eating onto what is happening now in the present. I would often spend my time thinking, I wish this fast would be over. I wish this fast would be over. But really what I needed to do was move away from thinking about the last day and thinking to the now. What is God doing right now? And if you can shift from thinking about the discomfort and how much comfort you'll have when you eat to actually what God's doing right now, that'd be really amazing. In the last few days, I've been thinking to myself, and I've been doing this for quite a while, been thinking to myself, oh man, I don't want this fast to finish. Now, of course, I want to eat, but I actually don't want to step out of that spiritual intimacy that I experience when I fast, and just that sense of hearing God's voice and experience His presence so deeply. So that's for me a real change, and I've been really thankful God, I'm on, even when I went for my prayer walk this morning, thank you God, I'm on day 16. Thank you, I get 24 more days of just sitting deeper in your presence. For me, that's a radical transformation. So thinking about moving from the whole thing of enduring the fast to actually it's a joyful moment of intimacy. It's funny now when I'm not fasting, I think about those fasting times and I'm like, oh God, I just want to be close and experience deep fellowship like that. So I just want to encourage you that you can do that. Moving from the discomfort to actually what are the spiritual realities I'm enjoying right now, and just thinking about it in a moment by moment situation. Right now, what is God doing right now, instead of this future focused thing of on day 40 I'm going to feel comfortable, thinking about the spiritual joy that He's bringing into your life right now. If that's helpful for you, I hope it is. Like and share on your socials, that'd be great. Interact on socials, that'd help me a lot to get the word out, particularly if there's someone in your life who is either a faster or considering fasting. This might be a really helpful resource for them. And of course, like and subscribe on YouTube. You can send me questions. I got a good question yesterday, which I'm going to answer that one in a few days' time, which will be really great. Have a great day and have a great fast. May God really bless you, and may you experience the intimacy and the joy of fasting.